Yo, what's up guys? Today Jagex released the new update, The Lost Grove, and what this is essentially a new Slayer dungeon, the home to 3 new Slayer monsters. Jagex announced that this would be released a couple of days ago at Runefest, and they did, and everything that I've been doing so far has looked pretty good, especially the area surrounding it. The area surrounding it is just amazing, and you'll get to see more of that area in a second. But for now, let's just talk about the new monsters that got released. So first up, we have the Vine Crawler, and this is available to kill at level 104 Slayer. According to Jagex, of all the 3 Slayer monsters that just got released, this one gives you the most GP per hour. Now, I'm not really going to be testing that in this video. What I'm going to be doing at the end of the video is just showing you the loot of 50 of each of the Slayer monsters, and then in the next couple of days I'll release videos on like 500 to 1000 kills of each of them. But anyway, the next monsters are called the Bulbous Crawlers, and these are equally weighted between XP and GP gain according to Jagex, and these can be killed at level 106 Slayer. And then finally we have the Moss Golems, and these you can kill at level 108 Slayer, and these give you the best XP per hour out of all of them. Now the Vine Crawlers are weak to ranged, but they attack with magic. Bulbous Crawlers are weak to melee, but they attack with ranged. And then finally, the Moss Golems are weak to magic, but they attack with melee. And from what I've seen so far, I don't think Soul Split is the way to go here. If you just use Protection Press to whatever style of combat that they are using, then you should be able to avoid a lot of the damage. Also, just one more thing I want to mention before we get into each individual monster. There was a D&D that also got released along with this update, but we're not going to be going over that in this video. All of the Slayer monsters here also dropped the new gloves, which are called Cinderbane gloves, and these are tier 85 hybrid power gloves, and they also have a passive effect that applies poison to whatever you're fighting, so that'll be good just to get that little bit of extra damage in there. Not really sure how much they're going to be worth within the Grand Exchange. I'm guessing for the first few days the price is going to be kind of all over the place. Once the price settles, I can't imagine it being that high. From what I've been told, it's easier to get it from a Moss Golem than it is for the other 2. I'm not sure if that's true or not. If any of you guys know, please let me know. It does make more sense because those are harder to kill and they also require a higher Slayer level. But yeah, I always enjoy killing stuff that you can get a unique item from because it just like kind of motivates me. Like I said to myself, I just really want to get this drop, so I'll probably just end up killing them until I get it. So how do you get to the Lost Grove? Well, initially the best way to get there is to teleport to the Fairy Ring, which is south of Castle Walls, and the code to get there is BKP, and then when you get there just follow the route that I'm taking. The Lost Grove is located south of the Poison Way, so this is going to be the easiest way to get there initially, like I said. So just run past the incandescent wisps, and then once you get to this little stone here, just touch it and then you'll be teleported to the Lost Grove. Now the surrounding area here is just amazing. I love this little bridge that you cross. So just take your time, just look around and explore a little bit. The Vine Crawlers are located on the southwest side, the Bulbous Crawlers are located on the north side, and then the Moss Golems are located on the southeast side. Also, if you come up to here where I am now, there will be a fairy ring that you can activate. You do need 5 Bittercap mushrooms in order to activate it though. When I bought them on the Grand Exchange, they were really expensive. I bought them for 1 mil each, and that's just to activate this fairy ring. So I did kind of overpay for it, but it is going to be worth it because I'm going to be coming back and forth from here over the next few days. If you guys decide to unlock it as well, then the fairy code to get here is BJS. And with this, it just makes it so much easier. You will not have to spend that extra couple of minutes just running back and forth. I'm sure by the time I post this video, the mushrooms will be a lot cheaper. So just go check on the Grand Exchange for yourself. So let's get into it. Let's start off with the Vine Crawler, which is available to kill, like I said earlier, at level 104 Slayer. I'd recommend using ranged here because they are weak to range, and also make sure that you are praying Deflect Magic or Protect from Magic, whichever prayer spellbook you are on. And then you should be good to go from there. I mean, they have 32,000 HP. They really don't take that long to kill. And there is only like one mechanic that you have to worry about when they do this purple like pulsating thing around them. This is a mechanic very similar to Desert Strike Worms if you've ever done them. Something will burrow under the ground up into your feet, and if you get hit by it, if you're still standing in the same area, then you'll get hit for about 3k. So whenever you see that, whenever you see the thing moving towards you underground, just make sure you move out the way and then you'll be able to dodge the damage quite easily. Also make sure to move like a few squares away because sometimes when I'm quite near it, I still get hit by it. So just move like 2 or 3 squares away just to be safe. Now let's talk about XP per hour. Well, I was managing to get around 400 to 450k XP an hour, and that's just in ranged, so in total it was around 600k, and that does not include Slayer because I did these off task, so that's pretty decent, especially considering the fact that these are supposed to be good drops as well, and they're quite chilling to do as well. I mean, they're not too hard. I'll probably be putting them on my prefer list whenever I get them as a Slayer task, obviously depending on how much XP they are because I'm not sure on that yet. These are supposed to be the worst in XP out of all 3 of them, and I'm pretty sure that only relates to Slayer. I don't think they took combat XP into account when they said that, but still, I'm pretty sure they're going to be a very decent Slayer task. Here's the price check for 50 Vinecrawler kills. Let's see how much we got. We got 943k. And honestly, that's not too bad because I think we can kill around 150 an hour. So in total, I think this is going to be around 3 mil an hour. I guess we'll find out when we do the loot from 1k of them. But if we take a look at the drops, we can see that they just drop like uncut dragon stones, potato cactus, grimy lanterdimes, 24 water talisman. They drop a lot of coins also. A couple of battle staffs. We have the earth battle staff and the water battle staff. Some of these mochella mushrooms. 66 mud runes, 18 lanterdime seeds, and we also got an uncut diamond. I'm pretty sure that was from the rare drop table. Only saying that when my luck of the dwarf's ring shined when I got that, and I thought I got the hybrid gloves, but no, I got trolled and I got that instead. So yeah, 943k from the first one. Let's move on to the bulbous crawlers. Now these guys have 38,000 life points. They are weak to melee, and they attack with ranged. Their special attack is when this thing comes down from the air. I think it's supposed to be sunlight. And when it reaches them, they will heal for 2,000 life points, and then they'll also damage you for like 3.2k. So what you want to do when this happens is just run away from them. And for this one, you will have to run like quite a few squares away. And then if you manage to do that properly, then you will not get hit for any of the damage, and the bulbous crawler will not heal for 2k. I would definitely recommend trying to dodge this because obviously 3k damage is still 3k damage. And in my opinion, I didn't really enjoy doing these ones as much as the other two. I'm not really sure what it was. I think it was just because you do have to run quite a few squares away, and especially if you're meleeing, it's going to be annoying because then you're just going to have to run back into melee distance to carry on killing them, whereas with the other two you can just attack them from quite far away and then position yourself accordingly. But nonetheless, these were still pretty decent. I was managing to get around 400k attack XP an hour, so that means I think we can kill around 130 to 140 an hour. So quite similar to the last one. With the last one we were able to kill 150 an hour. Obviously this is a very small sample size once again. We will see what it's like when we get the 1000 kills of each of them. But yeah, with that being said, that's pretty much it for this one. Let's take a look at the price check from 50 kills. We managed to get 477k. So quite a considerable drop compared to the vine crawlers. But just remember that Jagex did say that vine crawlers were the best GP per hour throughout all three of these monsters. So if we take a look at the drops here, the most money that we made from a single drop was just from coins, 174k in coins. Then after that we got 309 bowstrings. These actually drop Grenwall spikes, and we got 56 of them. We also got 22 grimy dwarf reeds, 4 of these mochella mushrooms, 8 diamonds, 15 dwarf reed seeds, and 24 nature runes. So nothing too spectacular, nothing too special. Let's move on to the last ones, which are moss golems. Now these start off with 35,000 life points. And once again, they require 108 Slayer in order to kill them. They attack with melee and are weak to magic. So obviously I recommend using magic here, and in particular they are weak to fire spells, so just use the best fire spell that you can use. And the moss golem's special attack is to spawn a little moss golem. But before they spawn it, they will say glug glug, and then a white little rock thing will appear on the floor. All you have to do in order for the moss golem not to actually spawn that mini one is to just stand on it. Once you stand on it, it will disappear and then the effect will be nullified. So that one is a pretty easy one to dodge, and unlike the others, it does not do an insane amount of damage to you. The only thing that will happen if you don't stand on like the little rock thing is that a mini one will appear and start attacking you as well. So you may take some unnecessary damage if you don't decide to stand on the rock thing, so just do it just in case. And there's a safe spot for these monsters. If you come up this little hill here and just stand around where I'm standing, just hit the moss golems and then they won't be able to get to you. I'm not sure if this is intentional or not, or if this is a bug. If it's not, then it may get hotfixed within the next few hours, maybe even before this video gets uploaded. So just bear that in mind if this stops working if you decide to use it. And also I think I was managing to get around 350k magic XP an hour here. So that means we should get around 100 to 110 kills per hour when we do the loot from 1000 of them. So let's go into the final price check. Let's check how much money we made with 50 kills here. And we managed to only get 310k. So what Jagex said before was pretty much correct. The vine crawlers were the best source of GP. The bulbous crawlers were like in the middle. And then these guys were the worst for GP. But apparently they are the best for XP. So I'm guessing they give a lot of Slayer XP in comparison to the vine crawlers. So it's just up to you on which one you decide to kill whenever you get them as a Slayer task. It's basically up to whether or not you want XP or you want GP. And if you want a bit of both, then just go for the middle one. But yeah, let's just take a look at the drops here. We got 16 grimy cantadines, 12 cadantine seeds, 28 white berries, 12 grimy lanterdimes, 18 uncut rubies, and 18 adamantite ores. So once again, nothing too special whatsoever. And also please just bear in mind once again that these price checks are based on a very small sample size. I only got 50 kills for each of them within the next few days, probably like within the next 3 days. I think I'll upload one every day for the next 3 days. I'll just be making loot videos on each of them. 1000 is the one that I'm going to aim for. I'm just going to aim for 1000 kills. Hopefully it won't take too long, or hopefully it won't be that hard. But yeah, hopefully this video helped you or informed you in any way. Please let me know what you think about this new Slayer dungeon type thing. I honestly think think it's pretty decent, and it honestly looks insane. If you haven't already, just try taking a look around and using some of the filters. I usually don't really care for graphics too much in RuneScape, but honestly this one is just wow. But anyway, if you want to see my loot videos, make sure you subscribe. I'm going to be uploading them over the next 3 days. As always, thank you for watching, subscribe if you are new, and I shall see you in the next video. Peace!